You can never see further than your headlights, but you can make the whole trip that way. Hey there, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what do we got going on today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Couldn't hold on the other side of the $4,000 line, right? Big psychological barrier there. Everybody was kind of hoping to get over 4.3, signaling some sort of the end of the bull market. I guess some people are using technical analysis to get what they want and are saying that we are at the bottom of the bull market and that this is a time of accumulation, or that we really should be thinking about that, or at least I guess that's what Crypto was telling us last night on his YouTube channel. As far as what I'm saying, I'm always talking about accumulating. I've been accumulating the entire way down, even though I'm at a loss, because I'm not looking at right now. I'm not looking at this year. I'm not looking at next year. I'm talking about my retirement, right? I'm talking about maybe hoping to make some gains between now and then and having really big bags of crypto, so I got a lot to unload on the way up, making life a little bit easier. Because you know what it really ends up boiling down to at the end of the day is you and your family, right? Because underlying everything that we're always talking about, and the money and the greed and the high school drama that's constantly going on here, is about just having enough money to be able to spend time with our families and the important things. You know, we don't always want to be off to work slaving for that 9 to 5, because it's like a control that they have over us with the fiat dollar and the banking system and this debt based and the credit, and you know, just kind of the way that they are. You know, you can't get a house without getting a 10 to 30 year mortgage, and I could probably build one for a lot cheaper myself. The world's turning into a crazy place. I would tell you that my co-host Samantha was here today, but apparently she ran into some traffic on her way home from her job this evening. She should be pulling in the driveway here any minute, so hopefully she'll be walking in and joining us at some point. But I guess I'll be clicking some buttons over here and seeing if I can't get that screen share up. Oh, let's see what we got going on here. That's the button, and let's share the back of my screen. There we go. All right, Coin Paprika. What do we got? We got a BTC dominance coming in at 52%. That's not too bad. As we see, the overall market cap is sliding back 1.29%, coming in at $129 billion. You know, somebody was saying something to me the other day about why do I take the time to read these top 10, 11, 12. You know, that's kind of a good point. I mean, you guys got eyes. I got eyes. I know we're all constantly checking this stuff. But we're always going to sit here and at least cover the top 4 or 5. So we can cut this back a little bit if you guys are complaining about how long I spend on my screen share. Looks like BTC price is coming in at $3,845. As we can see, we're not even sliding back a full percent right now in the 24 hours, looking at only a 2.38% pullback. So as you know, a lot of people were kind of asking when we were up there, should you have taken profits? Maybe you probably should have taken a little bit of profits if you had it. We got Ethereum, $137.50. As you can see, a 1.8% pullback in the last 24 hours and a 5.35% pullback in the 7-day. We got X Rapid. A lot of pump, a lot of stuff going on with this. As you guys catch the 11%, I know I wasn't able to get out here and talk about it with you guys yesterday. Here we go. Look at the post side of this. Down almost full 3%, taking a 1.88% hit for the overall week. I mean, I hope if you guys had this or you were in on it, you went ahead and took advantage of it, because this was definitely sell the rumor. We got EOS coming in at $3.42. That's down 4.7%. As we're seeing here, we got down 4.66% in the overall week. We got Litecoin coming in at $45. That's not too bad. Sliding back 2.15 or 2.19% and a 5.78% fallback for the week. All right, well, let's see what we got going on with the steam back dollar, I guess. See if we got any kind of a metrics going on here. See what if it can tell us if this gas tank is empty, full, halfway. And we're coming in 97 cents, telling us, hey, look at that. It's a 1.6% gain on the steam back dollar. So maybe it's helping to settle the price of altcoins back to where they're supposed to be. I don't know. I'm just a guy out here speculating using, you know, the steam back dollar as some sort of a metrics. You can throw all kinds of metrics at Bitcoin to be able to try to give you some sort of an indicator, especially with these altcoins. All right. So as we do around this channel here, We tally fund. We raise money. We're not for profit. We go ahead and we ask you guys for a couple dollars here and there in Bitcoin, to try to help get us off to music festivals. And we get out there to these music festivals and we spread out Bitcoin flyers to the people that are there, trying to tell them, about Bitcoin, about the revolution that's happening, how there's a better form of money for the future, and how now's the time to get involved with it. And I try to give them tools which are embedded in QR codes in order to, curiosity killed the cat. Hopefully they'll take these flyers. Hopefully they'll scan these QR codes and start listening to Andreas Antonopoulos. Get them a Samurai wallet. Start them an account at an exchange somewhere in order to start accumulating Bitcoin with their credit or debit card, which is how most of us usually go about accumulating our Bitcoin. As you can see here, we've already done it twice. We went off to the Electric Daisy Carnival in Orlando. We went off to the Forbidden Kingdom Music Festival in Boca Raton, and we're getting ready to go off again. We're going to be going to the Sunset Music Festival. It's going to be down in Tampa, Florida. We're trying to raise $900 right now as we continue to get donations through AdSense and PayPal and all of our donational addresses. I will be taking off of this. Because none of the money I take, goes into my pocket. It all goes back into the channel. As you can see here, it's 83 days, so we got plenty of time. I just wanted to get this tally fund up there, see if I can't get this off and going. As you can see here, this is the Sunset Music Festival. It's going to be Memorial Day weekend. It's going to be in Tampa. Hey there, Samantha.
Hi.
I see you're finally getting home.
Traffic is absolutely horrible.
Well, we're live on air.
Hi, guys.
I haven't even looked at the chat yet.
Yay.
I'm just telling about the Sunset Music Festival and how we're going to be trying to head off to this one, and how this is, 12th Planet is there. I know you liked it. So, I mean, it's been getting better and better every single time we've been doing this. We actually still have, between the two events, we're holding on to about 150 different flyers right now that we could hand out at this event. So
the rando ones, yes.
I don't know if I'm going to go ahead and drop $100 off of this, maybe, so that we don't have to order as many. I was also thinking about putting out the
250 or whatever
putting out the ideal of letting somebody else help make me, make this flyer, get in on this, change it up a bit, do something a little different, because I've already passed out the same flyer for the last 2 times. As you can see, I ran this tally fund real close to the end of the line here. As you can see, it's 87 days away to the event. All right, let's go ahead and stop the screen share. Let's pop out this backyard, and let's pull up the chat for you there, Samantha. All right, let's see if I didn't mess that up too much. I tried to turn on some of the brightness and color contrast, because it's pretty dark out here right about now. But
yeah, you can see you, so I guess you're doing pretty good.
All right, so then I didn't do too bad.
Right. Oh, Paul Rouleau is here. Our Rafterman is here.
Paul Rouleau and our Rafterman and Tune.
Gene Baker is here.
Hi, Baker, you guys. It's amazing that you guys could get out here. Sorry we weren't here the last couple of days. Like I told you, we had to figure out what the new schedule is going to be. But as always, you guys are the most fondest place in our heart, right? We're going to always be here. We're always going to continue to try to provide our services and keep in touch with you and have our Bitcoin community and talks and groups and stuff going. I mean, like I keep saying, we're ride or die with this stuff. So we're going all the way to the end. And I think these Bitcoin movements that we're trying to do and get out there and pass out flyers is great. Like, I think it's actually, hey, we're not pumping up the price of Bitcoin. We're not turning on 1 million people. We're not multimillionaires like Roger Ver, but we are making a difference in our own way. And that's pretty much the best thing we can hope to do. We're not sitting around here eating Twinkies, watching TV all night long. We're making YouTube videos. We're trying to promote Bitcoin. We get out there and do what we can, and we love that you guys help support us do it. It lets us know that we're not just wasting our time, and we're not crazy people that live in the woods talking about a new type of money.
Well, I mean, we might be crazy people living in the woods, but at least there's some people who like us.
We're not the only ones then.
Right. Our Rafterman gave us $1 super chat.
Oh, our Rafterman buddy. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Jean, Paul, Tune. They all say hi to me. Hi, guys. I know. I'm so sorry. It was horrible. And then Eugene has my GPS set on avoiding tolls, although there shouldn't have been any tolls, but it took me somewhere completely different, which is why I'm late.
Okay.
Yeah, awesome. And our Rafterman says, we love you guys. We love you too.
So news, right? What are we talking about? Well, we all know XRP was listed on Coinbase. We've seen the pump up. We're seeing the fall down in the price right now. I mean, we've seen that not everybody's going to be getting it on Coinbase Pro either. Of course, Paul Rillo, you're not going to be getting it over there in New York. Once again. They're also not going to be getting it in like part of the UK or the UK, the EU nations, Canada, Singapore, Australia. So,
okay.
Yeah, there's quite a few people that aren't going to be having access to this. Maybe that might have a little bit to do with how it's short-lived. Maybe JP Morgan coin. I've heard all kinds of stuff on why it was short-lived. I mean, I know that a year ago, the XRP troll army was out there, and I mean, this would have shot this back up to $3, right?
Oh, for sure. Yes.
And now, I mean, maybe it's a good thing. You know, maybe it's showing that you can't really make value in crypto as much as you used to be able to.
Well, I mean, you know, if you go with all of the ETFs and the what's, they want stability. So, I mean, right? Why not give them that? Sure. Our afternoon asked how my new job is. It's good. I like it. I mean, housekeeping is very easy. You know, well, I mean, I guess it's relatively easy. Yeah.
That can't clean their house.
No, I'm not. I mean, yes. I don't know.
I'm sure Benton would agree with me on that one.
There are people, yes, who do not partake in the cleaning. I get paid for it. And I mean, you know, they're generally nice and it's usually pretty clean houses.
So, more news?
Yep.
Updates. Forks, right? What are we going to be doing? What are we going to do about all of these, right? We got Ethereum, we got Tron. They're both looking at upgrading either tomorrow, the next day.
Oh, yeah, because the Constantinople should be happening.
Yeah. Their second attempt at it is going to be, I think it's on the 28th. I don't know,
so that's
because
in like
they always
2 days.
They always do that universal time.
Yes,
and I think that's like 8 hours behind me. So when I'm thinking 8 in the morning, that's like midnight. You know what I mean? So when they say 4 or 5, you know, it throws
somewhere
me
in the middle there. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know. Tone Vase was saying that India was on like hour and a half like time difference, which I've never heard of a half hour difference of time zones, but yes. You know, we stick to the U.S. ones. You can figure that one out. The West Coast
doesn't
is
Russia
this and that is
do
that.
The time zone thing or something? Or they don't do the daylight savings?
They do not do the daylight savings.
There
is quite a lot of countries that actually do not participate in the daylight savingness.
I don't know.
I know, right?
I just know my phone changes times for me when I land at the airport. It's like, oh, thank you.
Thanks, you know where I'm at. Awesome GPS.
So, I mean, Tron's the other one, right? We haven't heard a whole lot about that, but of course, Justin Sun had to get out there, try to pump it up a little bit, you know, get the media going.
He's a very good cheerleader.
He is. He really is. So, as it gets darker, this is harder for me to see. Odyssey, that's what it's called. 3.5. We're looking at February 28th. And they're looking for this upgrade to be able to help out like the institutional stuff, which has been the big word when it comes to cryptocurrency, especially all year this year so far, right? And part of the end of last year, but we were hoping for some of it this year. And what we're getting is multi-signature wallets. That's how they do like groups and corporations and stuff to be able to have a wallet and, you know, not one person and all that other stuff. You know, like Quadratic CX should have had.
Yeah. Just maybe.
Some account management stuff. I mean, it's Tron stuff, so it's either you love it, you hate it, either it's something for you towards a step in development, or it's just another, you think it's fake, you think their white paper is garbage, you think it's more S-coiner stuff, and that always, you know, where do your loyalties fall? Where do you feel about some of these cryptocurrencies? I mean, to each their own. If you can make some money, if you can develop good projects. But that is the thing this year, is that we are seeing that. I mean, even though we did see whatever that AI ICO was that ran
I forgot the name, but you're right.
BNB token actually do really well. The ideal of having a project without any real use case scenario, real code, real users is, you know, you can't fake the volume, you can't fake the value anymore. It's starting to show through.
Yes, because we give it the value. And now people aren't as naive to think that perceived value is value. You know what I mean? How like last year, we didn't even watch them all that much, but whatever the YouTube guy was that literally was trying to pump and dump a couple different coins and was doing it on his channel, and it actually worked. I'm not even remembering because we don't watch him. No, but he was another one. No, it was because he's not Asian; he's Australian. No, it was an Asian guy, but it was. I mean, they were literally coming out saying we're going to pump blah blah blah, and it happened. And I really do.
Dump groups.
Yes, and I really do think that people have kind of gotten a little bit smarter to that. You know what I mean? Like they realize that just because you say it has value, even as a group, doesn't necessarily mean it actually has like volume, like value.
I don't know.
With other people.
Right before we got on the air, I was looking at stuff, and some guy over in India trying to pass off his own "you want to be a millionaire" coin, saying that the value is going to go to $1.
I mean, really? You want to be a millionaire? But Lambo? Yeah. Why not? We should have Lambo coin. I mean, why not?
We're looking to get another car, and I was on Craigslist. They got those Pontiac Fiaros with the body kits that look like the Lambo.
You're right.
I was like, yeah, I could just fake it. Fake it till you make it, right? I'll get the Fiaro with the Lambo kit.
And I mean, it's still an F, right? I mean, it's half of Fiara.
I mean, do you think the people out there would really be able to tell?
Well, I mean, I don't think anybody around here would definitely be able to tell, but, you know.
So what do we got going on the chat? You guys joining in on this conversation? You guys got any thoughts, opinions on the news? Anything you guys want to talk about? Because, of course, the main reason we're here is to interact with you guys, the community, right? You know, please hit that thumbs up button. Please share us out. We are constantly trying to make an effort to improve the quality of this channel, be able to make things better and add more people and provide as much services as possible. That's why we're adding things. We have the free email help desk at eugeneforce20@gmail.com. You can also hit me up on the Twitter and all the other social media that's linked to down below. Besides that, we get out, we pass out flyers, and we make this chat very interactive. That's why Samantha's here.
It is. I'm the customer service. I'm the voice of you guys. It's nice. June says we should all use GMT time. And Paul Verlo says it is far easier to convert fiat to Satoshis than it is to convert time zones. That is very true, sir.
That is true.
I know that you could ramble off some stuff to Eugene and he'll be like, that's about $13 or something. But as you can see, yeah, time zones, not so much. Okay. Our Afterman says hit the likes. Tune says she remembers my Asian pump and dump man. So, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And Paul Berlo says Bitcoin Cash is the real Lambo coin. You might be right with that
Bitcoin
one, Paul.
Cash, which one, Satoshi's Vision or ABC? I mean, I'm going to go with Satoshi's Vision. That's the Lambo coin right there.
TD is here. He says, hi, guys.
Hey, buddy. Thanks for joining us tonight.
And Benton gave us a $5 super chat.
Benton, we were just talking about you, my man.
He says, oh, my God, it's dark there. The flat earth people are wrong.
Hey, that they want to get a reality television show going where they're going to find people that really believe in flat earth and give them money and let them sponsor them to go out and try to find the end of the earth.
Ooh, Christopher Columbus it, like in this time.
I want to see what they do. Like, I mean,
right?
That would be fun.
Where you stop at? When did you figure out it wasn't flat?
They just get a Jeep and get in Africa and go.
Paul Ridlow says, the earth isn't flat? No.
If the earth was flat, how would the lizard men live in the middle?
You're right. Right?
Right.
I mean, I'm just wondering, they keep saying so much about so much of the ocean not being explored. If it's flat, there's not that much ocean. Like, you know, it's not vast.
I think it's hilarious that they think that YouTube is the reason that so many people believe in
I love that.
Earth
And
now.
that's how YouTube decided, oh no, we have to protect the mouth breathers. We need to start censoring our fringe stuff.
The new one now is that there's a kid's video out there, and there's a suicide instructions a couple minutes into the video.
I remember you saying this yesterday as soon as I got home from work, and I was like, what? Well, I mean, that's some crazy crap. Okay. That's like,
get back to crypto.
Like leapfrog, like, you know, spelling out bad stuff. All right, keep going.
All right. Besides that, I really didn't have too much more to talk about. I mean, a lot of people are talking about the news, if it is the bottom of the bear market, if it's not the bottom of the bear market. I noticed that Bittrex, they sent me an email today telling me that they're going to shut down for upgrades, but they're looking at some really big upgrades with this, and they're talking about being shut down for 24 hours.
Ooh.
So that's kind of a bigger one, especially when we got these 2 hard forks coming up. If you own Ethereum or
Right.
Tron, I don't know if you want to get your coins out of there. At least be aware if you keep your crypto at an exchange. Well, besides, you don't really own it, and you should smarten up a little bit and get some private keys, unless you're a trader. And then I at least recommend spread it across 3 or 4 different exchanges. Besides that, I mean, if they're going to go down, you should know. I don't know if they'll be making the trades and protecting your stop losses when they're shut down. They were talking about how they were going to shut down wallets and their trading. So
everybody freaks out when like mandatory maintenance happens on stuff. Like, yes, at
Right.
least I guess they did come out with. So in a couple days, for sure, that's happening. Yes.
I think I got the email this morning.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And they're talking about tomorrow.
Okay, so it was 24 hours, I guess. That's something.
Yeah,
Okay. Vengeance says that's awesome. And Vengeance says, just got back from seeing Alita? We're going to go with that. He says it's a good movie. I will have to look that up because I have no
I know
clue.
that. I seen his video where he was out there putting chains on the trucks in the snow.
Yeah, we like your videos, Vengeance.
I was like, there is no way in the world I would ever move back to that kind of snow.
Dude, you'd have to pay me a lot to just get out of the truck. Like, I mean, like, it would be all like, wait, so that's the weather outside? Why am I getting no? I'm good. The heater's on.
Yeah, no.
But that's also why we live in Florida. Obviously, we said no a long time ago.
Yes, we did.
TD says that you look spooky in that light. It's not that bad. It isn't that bad at the moment, but yes, I guess,
Well, okay. I guess since with him saying that, this is where we're going, or this is what the plan we've come up with, or I've come up with, or 70-30.
Well, I mean, I've been at work most of the time, so yeah, he's been brainstorming whatever he's got going on more than I have.
Okay, we're going to be trying to go for 4 days a week.
Yes.
Okay, we're looking at Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Yes, because I have Friday and Saturday off, so that should be absolutely no problem.
Right.
Yes.
Saturday or Sunday, we're looking at brunch episodes. So between 10 and 11, I'll set the time. I'll make the schedule. I'll let you guys know as I have it set. And then I'm looking at Monday and Friday as night episodes, which will be a lot like this. And then from there, we filed our taxes and we did get our income tax back and we did get a little bit of money. So I was thinking of actually buying a mic, since that's been our biggest ongoing issue. And then since we are going to be having 2 evening episodes, I was probably going to buy a shop light, like spotlight, like construction one, and maybe a couple strings of lights to hang out here. Yeah, so hopefully that'll be able to fix this evening time.
We have spotlight motion sensor yard stuff, but yes, that would be the spookiness you're getting because it's like 20 foot in a tree above us.
I also have that brightness turned up to 70%. So.
Right, you wanted to capture as much as you could.
Yeah. So yes, we will be having 2 evening episodes. We will be having 2 afternoon episodes. That way we can continue with the people that like our morning episodes and join us for the morning cup of coffee. And then we'll have the evening episodes for the people that are in Australia and California that really can't make it to the morning episodes.
Yes.
Because we found that our weekday episodes do not receive the most views. The Monday, Fridays always kind of receive a bunch starting and ending the week, and the weekends we do quite well on.
Yeah, because also a lot of YouTubers don't do anything on Sunday. I mean, there's like Crypto Zombie, sometimes Crypto, but I mean, like, they don't have a set that they're, so.
Well, Sunday is also, there's not really a lot of news articles.
Yes, there's not.
So that's why you find the people that do Sunday stuff is usually a week in review.
Ah, you're right. Yeah. Well, we're going to figure it out because Sunday is going to have to be one of our days.
But that's what we're looking at heading down the pipeline here is that we're looking at 4 episodes a week, 2 evening, 2 daytime. We're looking at fundraising still to be able to head off to the Sunset Music Festival, which is going to be at the end of May in the Memorial Weekend. And of course, we have the free email help desk. We're looking to make new flyers this time around, but we probably won't print too many unless the tally fund goes off well. But if we get down to the last 3 weeks and need several $100,
old flyers, new flyers. Hey, still all about Bitcoin,
So-
so I don't really mind that if it's old and new
What do you think about that, Sam? Do you think that that is our ongoing plan for the channel to be able to continue to bring you guys as much content and services as we can, afford to bear, burden to here, because we are working as well. We're also continuing to have our own lives.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yes, this is only the second day, so it's definitely going to be a little while before we can make sure we know what time I'm even getting out of horrible traffic to here.
Well, you also stopped on your way home.
Yes, I had to get bird food.
So if we could have made sure that doesn't
yes, we won't make that happen again, apparently.
You probably could have made it here on
yes,
time.
because 4 miles in a GPS was 20 minutes in traffic. Like, it really was like, wow, this is why I live in the middle of nowhere. This is why. I remember, because I want to punch everybody in the face right now.
But I do appreciate you guys getting out here, without any notification, coming and joining me after work for a cup of coffee, trying to figure out what we're going to do with our group. Because if you guys are here in the chat, then you're part of this, right? We're all a small community. We're trying to spread Bitcoin awareness together. We're trying to pool our resources and our knowledge to be able to, as soon as this next bull run comes, I'm not saying we're going to take off and have 100,000 followers, but we'll probably double. We've seen that happen. We know that that'll probably happen as new investors come. And as a group, we'll be able to do more for society by spreading Bitcoin. And we'll be able to help certain people directly that continue to come join our group.
I mean, the entire goal of this is to help new people. I mean, that's our niche. That's what we're thinking. Because just like everybody else has a horrible story about getting scammed, about buying some token, some coin, something. I mean, we all have it, and we're just trying to make it so nobody else has that happen to them. Because not everybody's as strong, and once that happens, a lot of people just say, okay, well then, we don't want them to come back in 5 years, because then it's too late.
It will be too late if you took off from crypto right now for 5 years. I mean, we are on the cusp of something big here. It does seem like, 3 years ago when I got into this, nobody had really heard of crypto. Now everybody has at least heard of Bitcoin. They may not know what it is. They may not know how it works, but they've heard of it. Before the ideal of institutional investors and an ETF possibly on the horizon and all that kind of stuff was unheard of. We wanted nothing to do with that. It was completely cypherpunk movement. We didn't have an upgrade to Bitcoin. We didn't have Lightning Network. We didn't have celebrities tweeting about this stuff on a daily basis. So the strides we've made in just the 3 years that I personally have been here and seen with my own 2 eyes is massive. So to imagine where we're going to be in the next 3 to 5 years, as not only I'm out here trying now, but more people have joined this fight and this revolution, it's an exponential growth that we're going to be seeing in the way that society has to adopt Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, because we're not going to let the rally end. We're not going to let them just forget about this and continue printing off this fiat cash endlessly and trying to degrade our dollar and telling us that we have to go to work to earn it in order to turn right around and give it back to them in all forms of taxes and speeding traps and everything else they do to keep you down. Because ultimately that's what it's about, right? We're here. It's 2019. We have the technology, right? We should be able to enjoy, 50-60% of our lives with our family, not the other way around where you're working 80% of your waking time, or traveling to or from, or on your lunch break, or doing all those things where you can't just be where you want to be and do what you want to do. Because you got to get what? Money to pay rent, to buy food that's overpriced and killing you anyways. Sometimes it just don't make sense.
It doesn't. It really doesn't. All right. TD says, Theta, get the wallet for iPhone and Android. They are launching the mainnet and giving fuel at 1-to-5 ratio.
All right. Everybody likes free cryptocurrency. So.
Right. Pension says he was kneeling in 4 inches of waterlogged snow. Every time you took a step in the hole in the snow would fill with water. Oh no. That's a hell no. Yeah. It was miserable. Mandatory 10-hour days, 6 days a week. He was in serious pain. Like, oh no. That would have been I think I don't need this job anymore. I know.
That's some determination there, my man. I applaud you.
Wow. Yeah, I really hate snow.
I'd be thinking, man, I got too much crypto to be this deep in snow.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. He definitely has his plan. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that I guess it's not. I just want to like use my crypto now. It's like, no, I'm gonna do this so I get more. I get more Bitcoin. Oh, oh, that's intense. Okay. Toon likes our plan. She says it sounds like a super plan.
All right, thanks.
Our Raptorman says he likes the small groups. It makes him feel connected.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
We like the small groups too.
Yeah, I mean, I used to try to get out there and talk in everyone else's chat. You know, I've done lots of things to try to expand this channel, and I thought one of the things is hop in everyone else's chat, start communicating, try to, you know, ring the bell, send them over. And I mean, those chats, it's, I guess I'm not like a super fast typer. I'm no 60 word a minute type of person. So some of them just fly by too fast. I mean, I pop in and say, hey, what's up? But I don't know. I was never much of a troll. By the time I think of what to say and I write it out, it's like, you know, the whole message is completely gone off the screen. And it's like, do I even press enter now? Forget it. Back.
Benton says that he was lucky. I never got scammed, never bought BitConnects, never kept my money on an exchange. I just buy Bitcoin and dump them in a safe deposit box. No worries. And Paul says, my advice to newcomers is no cloud mining contracts. And Benton agrees.
Yes.
Yeah, sadly.
See, I want to know who Benton's father is because to make somebody that smart,
right?
You know what
you
I
had
mean?
A smart father.
Right.
Right? Maybe he had a smart mother. Maybe he had a smart bigger sister or brother.
Somebody had to
Who
educate
knows?
this man.
Somebody taught you the right way. All right, TD says, what I love about this channel is that it seems like we all have similar goals and we all like having the freedom to live how we want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's about, right? I mean, I just want Bitcoin to succeed for two main reasons, right? Yes, of course, I want to make more money. I want to make more money so that I can enjoy my life. And then from there, I want this type of money that's validatable and checkable and all of this other stuff, censorship resistant, to be the main money that the rest of the world uses. And I mean, I know that the ideal of my son being able to use it may not be the ideal of what's really going to happen. But I could be looking at my grandchildren or my great grandchildren being able to have this as the main form of, you know, money for the world, making it a better place than what it is now. So besides being able to provide for my family and making the world a better place for my family, you see the underlying goal here is ultimately self and external. You know, a win-win situation where I'm trying to help myself and help the world at the same time.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's pretty much common
Symbiosis.
sense. As soon as you realize what Bitcoin is and what cryptocurrency is, it is just like why is anybody using these dollars? Like what is going on here? We need to tell everyone. And of course that definitely helps.
It's the concept that we need to come to a consensus on what it's worth in the US dollar, because as long as it keeps fluctuating, nobody wants to go around and use it for merchants. I mean, we got Lightning Network up and going. I mean, you could give it another 6 months and you could have enough Lightning channels with enough liquidity in them where you could go around buying whatever you needed to buy.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is that when a merchant is out there and they don't make enough profit on the items, you know, like socks. We've looked at socks.
Yes.
You go to Walmart and it's the same price for socks as it is when you go to eBay.
The ones from China,
you know that they're not. You know, what's Walmart really making off that pack of socks? $1?
Probably under, but yes. I mean, yes.
So what happens when the price of Bitcoin goes down? They're actually losing money to sell you a product, and that's where merchants can't have this. So we're a ways off from that. But we have other ways of interchanging, taking profits when it's up, going ahead and, you know, doing the little donations we do here and there on the Lightning Network. I mean, I think I heard Thomas on World Crypto Network talking bad about tipping, you know, on the Twitter. And, you know, Lightning Network.
He was talking bad about tipping?
Well, he was talking bad about it because it was a third-party system and that everybody should be running their own Lightning nodes, and that if tipping was going to be a third-party system, that we've already had this with Bitcoin, and it doesn't really work out. And what's a few Satoshis? You know, I don't want your penny shavings.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I thought that was slightly arrogant because I do want your penny shavings because I want to save them for the future because they will be worth something. I've heard so many times in my life that you only need to own a fraction of a Bitcoin to become a member of the elite.
Yeah.
You know,
So
if there
like,
is only
really?
21 million, I will take these small fractions of Satoshis and I will leave them on the Lightning Network, and I will leave them locked up in the wallet the blue wallet that we're now using.
It is pretty cool.
It's just where is your mindset? Where are you looking? What is your perspective? And it is, yes, if you're looking to pay your $1,000 mortgage right now, the Lightning Network and tips are not how you're going to get it.
Well, I mean, it's just like everything else. It's a different mentality, because just like how we're not, doing a tally fund to buy Tom Hanks' typewriter, where it's that same, the person who doesn't even keep the change, from their transaction, and us. And I mean,
Right.
yes, we're not. I mean, a lot of people, at least that are here, should probably. I mean, it is every cent. It is everything. Everything matters. Every person matters. Every penny matters. Every Satoshi matters. Like, you don't just get to go, oh well, it's whatever. It's not the grand. I'm not getting the Lambo out of it, or I'm not getting my mortgage paid. So that's not the way to look at it. I mean, that's not the way we look at it. It's just a different way of looking. I mean,
I don't know. I know that when it comes to the future, we want everybody to be independent. We want everybody validating their own transactions and this and that and running their own nodes. But to be honest, we also want our future to be, we want to not be tied down, right? We want to be able to just live freely as a person, like just a backpack and a cell phone and go and see the world type deal. Well, you need third parties to support your cryptocurrency then, right? You got to have your cell phone, right, with your cryptocurrency on it. You got to have your tipping bots. You got to have these third parties that you trust. There is no completely coming to soul resistance. Unless you're talking, you got a bunker out in the middle of the woods like I do, and you're going to start running your own nodes left and right and never leave your property, so you can make sure that all your money is 100% validated.
Right.
So, I mean, I see, as I do with most things in life, that it's on a gray scale. You have to find the right balance for you and your intentions, but knowing at all times that it's not necessarily that way. That you can be screwed, that things can go wrong, that you are trusting someone, and you do have the option to take it upon yourself to be in charge of your own money.
I mean,
that's why Bitcoin education is always the most important, because then you're not tricked into, oh, well, just because it's here, it's mine. You know that not owning your private keys means that you don't own your cryptocurrency. If you understand what nodes are, then you understand how you're validating your transactions, even though they are on your hardware wallet and you're not trusting Ledger.
Yes, to say, oh yeah, okay, this is how much you have. No, it's something completely separate that's telling you how much you have.
And them telling you that you got 1 out of 6 transactions and you not to wait for the other 5, and you say, oh, it's okay, man, I believe you, here, take the car. Because you sold a car for crypto.
Oh no, we're good. No selling of cars. Benchen says, I'm just weak when bitcoins are concerned. I have to keep working until the next bull run. Trust me, I feel you too. It's all like, nope, I will take my hourly rate and I will get rich from it without you. Haha.
Well, that's about all I had to cover for tonight, Samantha.
All right, Moscow Mule is here. He says, what's up, Eugene and Samantha? How are you guys doing? Hope you're doing great. Yes, we are. We're good.
Thanks for joining us.
Moscow Mule asks, are you guys doing cost averaging? And if so, with what coins?
Oh, so Bitcoin right now. We have been, it's not necessarily dollar cost averaging. We've been, I think it's almost been monthly at this point. We've been what we can accumulate extra.
Yes. It's kind of whatever, I don't know what you would call that, but something averaging.
I don't know. The bills have been hectic around here lately. I actually put the motorcycle up for sale and said that I would like to trade it for crypto, but if I can't trade it for crypto, I'm probably going to get some Bitcoin for it.
Yep,
we're down. Like everyone else is saying, it's the time to accumulate. I don't know though. Bike week's coming up, so.
Yeah, he's super torn inside, peoples. I know. He put it up like a week ago, and I was like, why? And he was like, I don't know. And then now it's all like, oh, bike week's coming. Oh, I had to take it to the store because you had the car. I'm like, oh, all of a sudden.
It's worth almost a full Bitcoin right now.
I know, right?
All right, you guys. Is there anything else, Samantha?
Benton said he stopped listening to Thomas. He's such a leftist statist. He's very unusual in our community.
I don't know.
douchey.
I try not to listen to some people, but then I always find myself coming back around when there is no news, or to make sure that I don't really, you know what I mean? I don't ultimately exclude somebody forever. I like to come back every month or two and
I
check
think
back
he
in.
has a really awesome news reporter sounding voice. Like I do like when he does his actual like news article crap. It's just he doesn't do that very much anymore. It is a lot of other stuff. So I
I
mean,
think the two guys on there, they need to switch. We need the one skinny guy.
the Max guy,
We need Max's attitude, but with Thomas's voice, and then
right?
it'd be a great show.
Right.
Because I like Max's attitude,
Oh
the way
yeah.
that he talks,
I mean,
but Thomas has the better voice.
You're right. I mean, he lost me when he was putting together the freaking Lego set. Like I was like, nope, nope, cannot do this. I can't. I mean, maybe if you were a 7-year-old, I would stay and watch. Maybe. Oh, R. Afterman says, but just 7 years ago, this stream was not possible. There is a lot. I mean, there's a lot to be.
I remember learning how to pirate on Napster. Okay, so I mean, I've been here in the beginning for all of this.
Paul Rouleau gave us a $5 super chat.
Paul Rouleau, my
Viva la Bitcoin.
Viva la Bitcoin, my man.
All right. And Vention is saying to Moscow Mule that he does still dollar cost average. Yep, I know. You, sir, are super stable as well.
All right, you guys. I really do appreciate you coming out here and joining me tonight for an evening cup of coffee as we talk about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies and what's on the horizon. And we talk about this channel, right? Because we constantly keep talking about this channel because you guys are a part of it. This is my life pretty much. And as a group, we're getting out there spreading Bitcoin awareness. So, of course, hit the thumbs up so that other people can find us on YouTube. Share us out so people can join our community. Share out my tally fund if you don't have a couple dollars to donate so that other people can donate to it. Because the idea of spreading Bitcoin awareness, I mean, a majority of people in cryptocurrency believe that we need to spread awareness. A lot of us understand that Bitcoin has no marketing department and we have to get out there and do it ourselves. So people are usually pretty generous to be able to donate a couple dollars to the situation when they know about it, you know. But the big problem is we got to get other people to know about what we're trying to do and how we're trying to get funds together and make these flyers and get off to these events, because it does seem to be going well. I mean, I've heard of a lot of other people spreading these grassroots movements of getting Bitcoin awareness going, but I usually hear about them in third world countries or in certain South American places, Mexico, things like that. I haven't heard a lot about it in the U.S. I haven't heard a lot about it and it actually going over well.
Yes.
So I think it's been going over well. I mean, we're getting close to 1,000 flyers now that we have passed out, and we're going to be going and adding some more here in another 90 days. It's going to be great.
It will be great.
All right, you guys, you go out there, have a great evening, and remember, keep your BTC safe.
Bye, guys.